Alrighty, so we are back with the last part of the portfolio website. What we are gonna do, we're gonna create an account on GitHub and then push our code to GitHub and then put it on GitHub Pages so everybody can access the website. So let's go ahead and do that. If you don't have an account already on GitHub, you can go ahead and do sign up over here, and then this is like a cool enter your email address, then you do your email, continue, and then there will be some questions, and then eventually you will make your account. And then once your account is created, you probably will need to activate like two-factor authentication or things like that. This is a simple process, a common process that you would go through for any other website. And once you do that, once all is done, you will be able to like see your GitHub repo page here. And I already have like a lot of repos here, so you see everything over here. But what we are gonna do is you can either click on this new over here or right over here on this plus button. So we'll click on new, and then what we're gonna do, create a repository here. Now you can give whatever name you want to this repository name. This is obviously your portfolio, so it makes sense to do like my portfolio. And then you can do a description here. This is optional. You can say, hey, this is the portfolio, if I can spell it right, portfolio that I made for myself, whatever. So you can pick if you want it to be public or private. I think to be able to use GitHub Pages, it should be public. I'm not sure, but right now, keep it as public. And what I need to do is just create a repository. So everything else, don't worry about that. Not important. Create repository, and then you're gonna get some directions on what you need to do to push your code to this repository. So if you don't, if you haven't used GitHub before, you're gonna need to go and download Git. So you can Google Git download, and then downloads here. You can select your OS, if it's Mac or Windows, and then you can basically install it the way they explain here. But that's outside the scope of this video. I'll let you guys do it. You can Google this also. There should be like so many YouTube videos on how you can install Git. And once you do that, we are going back to Visual Studio Code here. On top of the screen, you probably don't see it here, but there's this terminal. You click on that, and then you select new terminal. Or alternatively, you can go to View, and then where is it? Is it here? Terminal. Yeah, right here. Terminal. It's gonna open terminal here, and it's by default inside the portfolio here. So if you install Git correctly and you didn't get any errors, it's all good. Should be able to type Git space init here, and you get a bunch of hints. That's fine. If you get an error that Git is not recognized or like it's red, that means you haven't installed it properly. So go ahead and do that again, and come back here and do Git init. Make sure If you do the built-in terminal in VS Code, it's gonna be under, like, open the terminal inside your project folder, so you're good. Just do Git-init inside the project folder, and then you should see these like U's appear next to the two file names. This means like these two are untracked, and you also have this source control over here in VS Code that comes with VS Code. If you click on that, you'll actually see that like you have two files here that have changes in them. Again, if you hover over here, yeah, if you read it says like it's untracked. Same for here. You could do everything over here, but I prefer to, once I did Git-init over here, all I do is go back to this here that I had, and then I am going to first add a git space add and space dash capital A. So git space add space dash capital A. This is gonna add to like kind of like stage your changes, and then after that I'm gonna grab this whole thing starting from git commit all the way, and then copy it, and then go back to my terminal. You can do like Control C, Control V, and then paste it over here, and then enter. That's it. This, if it's your first time, it might ask you to access, like, type your credentials for GitHub, and that's what you use to create your GitHub account. It will like open the GitHub page for you, and you will kind of like click a button to accept, like to give access, and then once you give access to your local machine, it's gonna go through the process, and you shouldn't see any errors. Eventually you should see something like branch main set up to track remote branch main from origin, and don't need to worry about that. It's just like no red things, nothing, no errors or anything, so this is all good. And after all, if you refresh this page, you should see your code here. So I have my index.html, and if I go back, I have my styles.css. Okay, so I see both my code here, and I have my main branch. Again, so these are GitHub things, don't worry about them. But the next step is to make your website available online. So I'm gonna go to settings over here, then on the left panel here, let's look for pages. I'm gonna click on pages here, and then for source over here, I'm gonna select my main source and keep the root directory here, and then save it. Okay, once you do that, it's gonna tell you that your site is ready to be published at here. Now, if I click on this, it's gonna give me an error right now because it takes a while. It may take like 5 minutes or 10 minutes for this to be available, so go grab some snacks, wait for a few minutes, and then come back and see this. And then over down here, if you have a custom domain like yourname.com or whatever, you can actually do it here, add that here. I have that done for my Webflow portfolio, which I have in my YouTube channel website. You can actually go and take that course. So what I have for now, we can actually go check it out. And the Webflow course, I believe, let's see, let's actually go here, Webflow, here, portfolio Webflow, this one, public. Right here, if I go to settings and pages, you'll see that I have connected it to my custom domain, which is akbarbakhshi.me. So if I go to this is like the portfolio website that I show you guys how to build using Webflow. So that's like little code that you will need. It's all made using like drag and drop tools and a little bit of code just to customize it. But everything that you can see here, you can also make it easily using Webflow. If you want to know how you can get the course, well, you can go to my YouTube channel website, which is latenightcoders.club. As you can see here, go under courses, and this is the course. I have multiple options for you guys to purchase the course, and if you get the course, you get also free access to the community. Over here you get access to community. You can go there. There is a section there where you can join the Webflow topic and ask your questions. Right here in the community, you will have access to different topics. You can go ahead to the Webflow topic and start following it. You can add new posts, ask questions about the course, about anything. You can start finding business partners, like co-founders, start collaborating with others. So make sure join the community and use the benefits that the community offers. And yeah, let's go back and see what's happened with our project over here. So portfolio, I'm gonna do my portfolio here, settings, pages, and let's see if it's live now. Alrighty, there we go, it's all here. So my website is live now, and you can see it works fine. This is the website link I can send to anyone, and then if I click on about, works fine. Work section does well, contact is good, so everything works well. Let's submit a form here from website at web.com. Subscribe it. And I didn't see the thank you here. Let's go see. So it seems like I did actually get the submission here, but this is actually good because what we see here is that the thank you for submission is down here. And that's because in our code, when I changed this to contact form status, what I needed to do was also change the name of the submit function, because we have handle submit here and here, so these are same functions, but actually we have different stuff in there. So for this one, I'm gonna do handle contact submit, and then for this one I'm gonna do handle contact submit. So these are the things that we should have checked before, but that's good to know. So I'm gonna save it here. Now since we made change, you're gonna see, hey, my index.html is being modified. It's easy now. You can do the same steps similar. So you'll do git add dash space dash a, git space add space dash a, and that's gonna stage it. And then you need to add a commit. So let me clear here. I'm gonna do git commit dash m fixed contact submission error. So what we do here, we need to say, hey, I made a change. Now what was that change? So You say git commit -m and then a message for our future self or someone else who comes and visits our repository. And then that should be good. Lastly, we do git push origin main. In VS Code, you should see the branch that you're working on right here. This is the main branch right now, which is exactly what you had over here in the code section, the main branch. So with this command here, you're pushing all the changes to the remote server or remote repo over here, which is your main branch on GitHub. And if you reload it, you'll see it says fixed contact submission error. Okay, it took like 5 minutes for the changes to actually take into effect in the website. So now if I do that over here and do like web form at web.com and then subscribe, I can see it. Thanks for your subscription. I can go to form spree. Let's reload here and web form at web.com. Let's go back and let's do another submit down here for the email web form at form.com and then hello world. Submit. Okay, this was a problem. There we go. There was a problem here. Submit, and thanks for your submission. We go back to my contact. There it is. Hello world, and everything is working fine. So I have my portfolio website hosted here. I can share this link with anyone, and also it looks pretty good, right? Excellent. So that's all I had for you. I hope this series was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, make sure to ask in the comment box below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This was just the start, the beginning for what I have in mind to start doing some data science stuff and bring some cool data visualization stuff to web. We barely touch JavaScript. We mainly focus on index and HTML and CSS so far, but our focus from now on is going to be on JavaScript, and that's how we're gonna make different data visualizations in the future videos. Alright, thanks again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.